Coming soon from Bishop Slayer and Procyon Gaming. So for today I'm building Overdress. We're going to talk about a line that I said in the first episode. Any Vanguard player will tell you, there'll be other decks out there that you pick up, but you always remember two of them. Your first and your favorite. As I said, you always remember two Overdress decks. Your first and your favorite. The first will be Dragon Empire for me always, but my favorite so far has definitely been Stoicheia, specifically the Zorgolia deck. Taking the strategies from the Zorga deck and Magnolia deck, putting them together into a powerful hybrid monster that can maintain advantage, have extreme power plays, and have a clear winning image. So with that being said, for today's Vanguard vlog, we're going to head to locals and let's take a look about how we do using the Zorgolia deck. Now, one question for you. Are you going to come with me? Let's go!
OMW, on my way to you, good at what I do, I'm OMW, OMW, on my way to you, good at what I do, I'm OMW.
So we're not exactly in unfamiliar territory today. We're going to be playing locals today with our Zorga Magnolia deck. As you guys know, I'm super excited to play this deck today, and we're going to see how we do. But before we get to that, let me show you guys what this deck's about. So yeah, I don't want to waste too much time, but here's the list that we're going to be rocking with at locals today. This is the Zorgolia deck, as I said, so there's a lot of cool things to get through, and of course some gameplay, so let's hop to it so you guys could get onto that faster. For our right deck, we play one Magnolia as the main boss card, and then, as I said, the Zorgolia engine. This could be a +1 or a +2, depending on if you go first or second, and I think this is really good for this deck because with Magnolia, you want to be able to maintain advantage because you're going to be rushing with all your pieces, so seeing more of those pieces early allows you to kind of do that. Rancor Chain drawing 2, and Hush Dragon allowing you to add back in normal order, which was usually going to be Spiritual Body Condensation. We'll get to that later. It's just really good. And then if you go second and draw, you kind of just set yourself up for the rest of the game, depending on if with a little bit of trigger luck. Then for our main deck, we have 3 Magnolia, just rounding out our main boss card. We of course want to play 3 of these, so we could Persona Ride, and that's all the grade 3s we run. But for grade 2s, we play 3 copies of Bear. Being able to increase another unit's power by the same power of this is just broken. It's really the main reason why I think this deck is insane, and the reason why we changed our over trigger. So it's really, really good. And I just seeing this card at all points of the game is just great. Another insane card is Ghost Chase. Being able to bounce rear guards allows you to commit early and reuse your on-place effects, such as Mantis, PGs, and Alina. Alina is a powerful on-place card which allows you to counterblast, soul blast, revive something from your drop zone. So just getting you another attacker, something that we may need. And of course, Duger, our 15k attacker, if you have 4 or more other rear guards though. And then on to grade 1s, we play 2 Bulbulax. Bulbulax, of course, is really good when you're attacking with it from the back row. But if your opponent gets a defensive and you're unable to attack, it's just a really nice booster to have. And more grade 1s is just really good because of the shield value as well. And then to make up for the fact that we're not running a bunch of grade 3s, we want to play a lot of orders. So for Spiritual Body Condensation as our normal order of the deck, this is mainly what you want to discard with Rancor Chain because the draw 2 requires you to discard an order unless you got to discard 2. So just being able to have this, it's a Monster Reborn because you get Soul Blast 1 for it. It's just so good. Of course, our 4 PGs, and then 4 of another busted card, Mantis. So when it's placed on rearguard, you could choose another rearguard and have it gain 5k. It's just really good helping you make numbers, and especially with the 6 attack combo with Magnolia, you're able to create large power output that your opponent has a hard time guarding. And then for our triggers, we have our Create Elemental Over trigger. I like this art, first of all, and I think this one's a little bit better in this version of the deck because we play Bear at higher amounts than most decks. Most decks only play 1 to 2, but since we play 3, just being able to pass on over trigger power just creates unblockable columns for your opponent and basically says, hey, do you have the 1 of in your deck? Are you going to hit it? If not, we just win. So yeah, that's why I really like this one, and gives this deck a clear winning image. To go along with that, 6 crit, 5 draw to see our combo pieces, and 4 heal. So that's the deck, a clean 50 card list. I'm really excited to play this in real life. Of course, like Brant Gate is a little tough, but that's why we practice, right? So let's get back to locals so we can break out these games. Hi, James.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I'm good. So you're out here at the shop.
I am.
So for those of you who don't know, this is James Z. Him and I have been friends for 6 years. And if in case you didn't know, he is hosting a tournament at our local shop. So for those of you interested in like Overdress, why don't you tell the people what your tournament's about?
Of course. So I am the founder and organizer of Clash of Nations. It is a nation-themed Cardfight Vanguard tournament that we're hosting here in Infinity Cards in Sugar Land, Texas. So if you're in the Houston area, it's not too far to drive to. It's a best of one 30-minute Swiss format that the tournament will cut to top 8, and you'll be able to win fabulous prizes like this one right here for top 8.
Oh, is that one of your favorite units?
Yeah, it's I don't know if you recognize it, Sean, but it's Arsh's, the heel trigger from Keter.
Yeah, it's Keter Gang.
Hell yeah, Keter Gang strong.
Yeah.
So Clash of Nations, as I said, it's nation theme based. So the first one is going to be Keter Sanctuary, hence why we have Arsh's here. And as you can see, that was for top 8, and this one's for the champion, right?
We're gonna get a nice close up of that for y'all. But what's this that you got going on over here?
Oh, this one? Oh, I'm glad you asked, man. So in Clash of Nations, I spoke with the owner, and we're going to be streaming matches. So when you play in the match, we're going to be having 2 of these mats laid out, and this is what's going to be shown on the stream.
Awesome. So you have a chance to play the winning image?
Well, yes, I should say that. Because you are, after all, the winning image, Sean.
That's with you guys. But yeah, as James said, I'm going to be at this tournament, and I hope you guys can make it out too. James has been hosting tournaments at this shop for a very long time. Him and his team, they're all very good people. I've known them for a long time.
Oh, yeah, Team Ham, man.
Yeah, Team Ham. Yeah. I love y'all's logo.
I appreciate it.
But yeah, I hope you guys can make it out, and that's why Overdress has really turned into, as what they call it?
Clash of Nations.
That's right. All right, James, thanks.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good luck. It's 60 frames per second. Gotta make sure I hit that HD. I'm sorry.
Hang on a second. Oh, yeah.
Hey everybody, it's me from the future, and if you're watching this, I'm here to break down this game for you. So this is our round 4 opponent against Dragon Empire, and at this point in the tourney, we are 2-1, just coming off a tough loss against Zorga all the way in time in turn 8, after beating Zorga round 1, Orphis round 2. So this game, with over 40 plus players and 6 rounds of locals today, we knew we had to win this game to stay alive in this tournament to have any chance of making top 8. So starting off our turn, we go first and ride into our Rancor train with no order in hand, so we're forced to discard some combo pieces, but I see this as okay, because in best of 1, you kind of have to play a little bit more aggressive and take more risks, so I was comfortable discarding these cards because I could revive them later, should we see a Spiritual Body Condensation, or the grade 2 that calls something for the drop zone. Then on his turn, he just attacks us, but on our turn 2, for the first time all day, our Hush Dragon is unable to add us an order, so we're just able to swing with a vanilla 10, and he takes a PG as damage, which is something of note to me. And then here's where Dragon Empire releases the Hounds. He rides his Ryu, and then calls a 10k booster, and then overdresses into a Virina. Now, calling a 10k booster early was actually really freaking smart, because at this point in the game with Dragon Empire, usually you want to know past their Vanguard turn 2, and then essentially block so you could take their attacks later, but he made it so I can't necessarily one-pass his Vanguard, and then he hits a crit. I was ready to call game at this point, but on our 4th damage, thank God, we hit a heal. So on our turn 3, without trying to lose much advantage, we go into Magnolia and then Revival a Mantis to essentially just try and force some numbers and try and get some damage in. And then what's really nice about Magnolia is that even though you're unable to essentially get through some of these larger numbers, you're still able to put pressure with many attacks, such as a Bastion deck would, with not necessarily the same advantage or numbers, but you're still able to push through, making your Persona Ride turn the next level. So it's still making our turn 3 effective, and he's able to block his attacks, even the one going at his Virina, so he's able to go to his turn. Since we saw no triggers, we already knew that he was going to pop off. Then on his turn, he goes all the way into Nirvana, calls a Virina Overdress and a Valiente Overdress. And as you can see, our hand with no triggers, he's just gonna blow us out at this point. And with his skills, we're able to make it to 5 damage, but thankfully we're able to Persona Ride on our turn. We make a nice board and we're ready to come at Nirvana with 6 attacks, and this is where things went south. Although our Vanguard attack gives us a critical trigger on our drive check, our opponent's defensive check was a front trigger, making our attack pattern essentially dead and exposing our weaknesses. He's able to properly defend our attacks, and it's also hard to hit Valiente because it's a really big 33k butt with its skill to gain the power continuously, essentially. And then on his turn, he just Persona Rides and whaps us up. Oh well. Going through my deck after the match recording, well, why don't we just let the match tell you guys what happened. GG's, oh no! Okay. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And GG's. God help me.
Bro, that's just not right.
This was a really nice learning game for me, giving me a chance to see how Magnolia responds to certain weaknesses and how to improve and play and kind of win some bad situations and just get more into Overdress. Hopefully we don't run into more of these, but there's a few things that I would definitely do differently next time. So now let's head back to locals to kind of close out the vlog.
So sorry.
Hey you.
Yeah. What's up, random
This
guy?
is a really fun one for me because this guy's in pretty much all my videos. He does all our Cardfight PR.
This
He's
guy.
in all the remote fight videos.
No.
Yeah.
Look at that YouTube guy.
Yeah.
That ain't me, bro.
This is the fabled Ramiro.
The Fable.
Alright, so what are you playing today? Or what did you play today?
Alright, so first of all, I bought some boxes, right?
What'd you buy? Oh, you got the rain sleeves?
Yeah, I'm flex. I always flex.
Oh.
Yeah, watch. So if you look at my starter, it doesn't matter because we sold every SP to buy these babies.
Oh, is that Sayo?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Is that Sayo? She's my favorite. Yeah.
She's this last right here. Yeah, but mine is more flex, of course.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? This is signed? White Schwartz signed cards?
I play Weiss, what can I say? I'm NA ranked number 252.
252.
NA ranked 252, so I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good.
So yeah, you guys let me know who your favorite Bandori Roselia member is.
No, but I don't like Bang Dream, bro.
Yeah, we don't.
But I don't like it, no.
We like Roselia. We are classy.
No, I
old
don't
men.
I don't like Bang Dream.
All right, so what are you gonna do with these?
Flex on people.
Flex on people? Okay.
This is better than an over trigger.
All right, good luck today.
I hope.
All right, guys. So we just got done with locals. We finished 3-3 today. Almost 50 players at locals for Overdress today. Our Zorga Magnolia deck ran really freaking well. We had some really close games actually. 2 of them I got sacked. 1 really came down to the wire. And as you guys will see, one of the games where I just got absolutely destroyed by Dragon Empire. I had a great time, and I can't wait to play this deck again. It's so much fun. And I'll see you guys at the Clash of Nations. Peace.